Hey, what's up everyone and welcome to Daily Code Buffer. In this video we are going to see how to install Apache Kafka using Docker and Docker Compose. So let's jump into it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notified of all new videos. So here today what we'll be doing is we'll be installing Kafka using Docker and Docker Compose. Okay, so the first thing you have to make sure is Docker and Docker Compose is installed in your machine. Now this can be replicated in any of the environment. Either you are using Windows or a Linux distro or a Mac OS. In any of the operating system, we will be able to install Kafka using Docker and Docker Compose. Earlier I have created a video to install Apache Kafka on Windows 10. I'll link that video in the description below so you can check that also. So now let's start how to install Apache Kafka in any of the environment using Docker. Okay, so for that we'll just go to our terminal. Now first we'll check my Docker is installed and Docker Compose is installed. Okay, if you have not installed Docker, then you can just search for how to install Docker and you will be getting easy steps to install Docker in your particular operating system. So the Docker installation is very easy. Now once the Docker is installed, you can check if Docker is installed in your machine or not using this command. So to check, the command is docker -- version. So you can see that I'm getting the version Docker version 19.03.12. So this is the latest version that I'm using. When you're seeing this video, there might be a latest version than this, then you can use that as well. It will work for every version of Docker. Okay, we will also check the Docker Compose version. So the command is docker compose -- version. Okay, you can see that the Docker Compose version is 1.26.2. Okay, now what we will be doing is we have to run the Docker services, right? So we have to run Zookeeper and Kafka simultaneously, then only it will work. Okay, so every time to run a Zookeeper service and after that to run a Kafka service, it will be a tedious task. Okay, so what we will do is we will create a Docker Compose YAML file. What Docker Compose YAML file does is we will be writing our code, we'll be writing our steps, how those services should behave and how those services should interact. That will be defining in our Docker Compose, and we will just run that Docker Compose and it will create our Zookeeper service and Kafka service. So we don't have to run two services. We will just be running Docker Compose and it will start the Zookeeper and Kafka for us. Okay, so for that we'll be creating a Docker Compose YAML file. I have already created a YAML file for it. I will be sharing that in the description below. You can check that out. You just have to run that Docker Compose file. I'll explain you what this Docker Compose file have in it. So let's open up Visual Studio Code. So you can see that this is the Docker Compose.yml file that I have created. You can see that I have specified the version for the Docker Compose API and I have defined the services. Okay, there is a Zookeeper service and there is a Kafka service, and this Kafka service depends on Zookeeper service. Okay, and in the Zookeeper service I have defined the image that we are going to use. So we are going to use Zookeeper latest from Bitnami. If you search this in Docker Hub, you will get the information about all these versions available for Bitnami Zookeeper and Bitnami Kafka. Okay, I have provided the container name for this particular image that will be running in Docker. I have defined it as a Zookeeper and I have exposed the ports for it. I have exposed the host port as 2181 and the internal port would be 2181. Okay, and the environment variables I have defined for Zookeeper. Now for the Kafka, I have used the image Bitnami Kafka latest. Okay, and the container name I have defined as Kafka. Okay, and the Kafka ports I have defined as 9092 as a host and container port is 9092. So these are the default ports for Zookeeper and Kafka. Okay, you can define the alternate host port as well, which are tagged to the container 9092 ports. Okay, so here in the environments variable we will be defining the different properties that will be helpful to connect Kafka to Zookeeper. The most important is Kafka Zookeeper connect. Here we are giving the connection details for Kafka to connect to Zookeeper. So earlier we defined that Zookeeper is running on port 2181 and the name is Zookeeper, correct? So here we are giving the same details, that Zookeeper : 2181. You are not aware of how this Docker Compose works and the inbuilt functionalities of it. You don't have to worry about it. You just have to run this Docker Compose file and your Kafka will be working. Okay, you can directly use this Docker Compose file. Now we will go to terminal and we will run this file. Okay, we'll go to terminal, we'll clear this. Okay, so let's go to the root directory where this particular file is there. And now the command to run this Docker file is Docker Compose. Okay, and then you need to give -f for the file name. The file name is docker compose.yml, and then you need to give the command up. Okay, to start the services you need to give command up, and to bring down the services you need to give the command down, and then we'll be giving -d. So this will run this services in the detached mode. So that means those services will be running on the background. Okay, now hit enter. So what it will do is it will download the Bitnami Zookeeper latest image from the Docker Hub or your container registry, and it will also download the Bitnami Kafka image, and then it will start the containers. So we'll be waiting for a couple of minutes to get started. Okay, so you can see that now it's been pulling Kafka image. Okay, so you can see that both the images are been downloaded, and you can see that the status Zookeeper and Kafka, these are marked as done. Okay, let's clear the console, and you can see that with the docker images command, okay, you can see that both the images are downloaded. Okay, Bitnami Kafka and Bitnami Zookeeper, you can see the sizes. Okay, and if you see the command docker ps, you can see that two services are running. Okay, Bitnami Kafka latest and Bitnami Zookeeper latest, these are the images. So these are running from last 30 seconds. Okay, so these two services are running. Now we need to connect to this services, right? Now we need to connect to this container, and after connecting to this container we have to run our commands on Kafka. So let's see how we can do that. What we will do is we will use the docker command to execute a command on particular container. Okay, so we will use the command docker exec, that is execute command, -it, which is in interactive mode, and either we can give the name of the container or we can give the container ID. Okay, here we'll give the container ID, and here we need to give the command to execute on it. So I'll be giving bin/sh. Okay, so this command will be executed on this particular container, and it will be in the interactive mode, so we can again execute the commands on it. Okay, you can see that now we are in the Kafka container. Okay, you can see that if I do ls, you can see that this all the particular folder structure are inside this particular Kafka container. Now the Kafka will be installed inside the opt folder. So let's go into opt folder. We'll do ls. Inside opt there is a Bitnami folder. We'll go to Bitnami. Okay, inside Bitnami again we'll go to Kafka. Inside Kafka we'll go to bin. You can see that these are all the shell script files or the binary files that we can run for Kafka. Okay, so now what we will do is once you get into this folder or using this particular binaries or shell scripts, you can execute the commands. So what we'll do, we'll create a topics and we will list down the topics for this particular Kafka. So let's create a topic. So we'll run the command kafka topics.sh file. Okay, you can see that this is the kafka topics.sh file. So we'll use that kafka topics.sh, and then we'll be using create tag. Okay, and after this create tag we need to define the Zookeeper as well. So Zookeeper tag, and we need to give the Zookeeper connection. So Zookeeper is defined in the Zookeeper service, right? And the port is 2181. Okay, and then we need to give the replication factor as 1, and we need to give partitions as 1, and then we need to give topic. Okay, and then we need to provide the name of the topic that we have to create. So suppose we will be creating a topic daily code buffer, so I'll just give in short DCB. Okay, there is an error that I forgot to add the -- for the partitions. Okay, so let's add the command again, partitions as 1, and topic will be creating as DCB, right? Okay, you can see that created topic DCB. Now let's create one more topic. Okay, we'll do kafka topics.sh create Zookeeper zookeeper colon 2181, replication factor is 1, partitions as 1, topic as news. Okay, you can see that news topic is also created. Now let's list down these topics that we have already created. Okay, so we'll do Kafka topics.sh, list down the topics, zookeeper is zookeeper colon 2181 and hit enter. You can see that it will list down the topics that we have created, DCB and news. Okay, so this is just the installation guide, and I have showed you how to traverse through the particular container and you can execute the commands on the Kafka server. So we just created the topics. There are a bunch of other commands also available, right? You can see over here, we can produce the messages to the topics, we can consume the messages to the topic, and all the different commands that we can execute over here. Okay, so just play around with it, and if you have any questions or queries, then let me know in the comment section below. Hope you like this video. Press the like button and I'll see you in the next video.